this example. I love this example for so many different reasons. One, it's absolutely fantastic music, and it has this angst and this longing to it that we get to try to transfer from the podium to the musicians. And there's a pacing that's involved with this variation form. As we listen to this piece, we hear this trotting, kind of languishing undercurrent with the rhythm, and then this really, really beautiful sorrow for longing melody. So at different points in this particular example, we have to make a choice, and we have to choose whether we're going to show B, or whether we're going to show because they're different gestures, and the expression that we try to get across in either instance will be picked up by the ensemble. Now, to that end, as this variation form continues, you probably have to tend to those folks less as the piece progresses, and you get to make a little bit of music and connect with those melodic people. The other thing that I find very, very interesting about this piece is there's a pacing concept that's involved in this that says we have to stay at a very, very soft dynamic level for a very, very long period of time and let this very organically grow into this full-blown statement over 12, 16, 24, 32 measures. And it's not an expression that happens like this. It's an expression that happens very decidedly like this. So our pacing as a conductor and how we're leading that ensemble becomes very important, that we don't get there too fast, because in the midst of all of this angst that may be reflected in the music, it's always very dignified. It never gets to outright rage. It always maintains this control and this dignity, so that if we get there too quickly, or if it flares out, we're not going to be able to capture, I think, what Beethoven had intended. So, a couple things that, and Brian, disagree with me.
Yep.
But for the sake of the excerpts, I think you could take almost anything practical down.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Just lays like a first violin part.
exactly, yeah, or a flute or clarinet. I think the intent is that it's scored for
Perfect.
any instrumentation, so it would be great for clarinet or flute. You know, you're gonna have to struggle.
Okay.
All right,
You need
so
all that stuff in the middle, like.
for sure, yeah, I think, and it doesn't have to be bisection. Right? It's independent enough wherever it's appropriate.
Very good.
Jeff, could you give me a little bit more length on the downbeats, just we're asking for in the Tchaikovsky. In the first two iterations of this ground bass that we have going through there, we got an A section, a B section, and a B section repeated. And the B section repeated in these first two iterations is a very distant echo. So probably important is to figure out where we're going to put that piano so we have some room to come back for that second B section.
Yeah, I'm finding it's difficult for me to play softer and maintain the tone.
Yeah, for sure.
So, were you saying, like, from 51 on, take the whole thing down? Or should I keep my part there?
No, if that stuff's comfortable, I mean, you take over the main theme there at 51, you could probably leave that right where it is. Maybe at, I don't think that's too terrible on this.
Depends how many repetitions we do, because one time, I hurts my face.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna
It
have,
just doesn't,
I don't think we're gonna have
I'll
to,
play where it is.
yeah. All right, so can we please start at measure 11? We'll just do the first 4 bars.
Sort of 11.
Yeah, right at 11. And just figure, so we figure out where that piano is for this section. And probably a hair stronger than we were the first time. I'm going to do the answer that starts at bar 19, and this will be the pianist version. It's not enough. He says it again, but he's trying to figure out, does he really believe this? You know, it has to be a little bit more distant there. And the same at the section that begins at 35 and then is answered at 43. Can we start at 35, figure out where that piano is? Because the density of the texture starts to heighten here. 35?
33.
35.
35, okay.
Yeah, 35. Yeah. It's almost against our musical inclinations. Be-da-dum, ba-da-dum, but be-da-dum. Just kind of goes back there. And the only other thing that I would like to try at this 4th iteration in measure 75, if the downbeats could all have a little weight. G. Oh. It's almost like this pavon, you know, it just doesn't relent. Try it right there.
Do you want me to add some length to the first note of each of my triplets?
I think that would help. Because it's almost a Baroque part, you know, where you're accompanying yourself. Bo, bo, be, ba, ba. Right at 75. And head. If you don't play on the downbeat, so this will be everybody but Kristen, just play your downbeat right at 75. not a stun kind of attack, but a bowling ball falling on a pillow kind of weight to it, right there. There, we'll do a couple bars, get that style. So each one just kind of comes the way each time. Cool. I don't know if we have time to do a redo of that, or if you've seen it. Ted's not excited about that.